Hello guys, welcome all of you back with our database management system question discussion. Today we are going to discuss question set number 15. So let's get it started. Here we have our first question. It says, what is the database relationship between supplier table and the GRN table? Write it down in the ER diagram. So here we have our two tables as supplier tables and GRN table. One supplier can have multiple GRNs and one GRN can have one supplier. So it's a one-to-many relationship. We can show that relationship like this. So let's go and mark this relationship using ER diagram. Since we don't have a ER diagram for Next Mobile, we need to create a ER diagram for that. To do this, first we need to select the Next Mobile DB database. After that, we can go into database and then let's go into reverse engineer. After that, we can select next and then again next, and in here you need to select the Next Mobile. So let's click on this. After that, let's select next and then again next. After that, we can click this execute button and next again and then finish. As you can see, here we have our tables and we have changed that previously created tables into a ER diagram tables. We have our all the tables in here. So first we need to develop a relationship between supplier and GRN table. So one supplier can have multiple GRNs and one GRN can have one supplier. So it's a one-to-many relationship. GRN side is going to be the many. Let's select one-to-many relationship, and first we need to select GRN table and the supplier table then. So we have created the one-to-many relationship between GRN table and supplier table. So let's go back. In the second question, it says, what is the database relationship between GRN table and product table? Write it down in the ER diagram. Here we have our GRN table and then here we have our product table. One GRN can have multiple products and one product can have multiple GRNs. So it's going to be a many-to-many relationship. We can show that relationship like this. In a database, we can't have a many-to-many relationship between two tables. When we have a many-to-many relationship, it's going to be converted into one-to-many relationship, and the new table will be added between this GRN table and product table. So we can name that new table as GRN has product, and the GRN table and GRN has product table has one-to-many relationship now, and the product table and GRN has product table has one-to-many relationship. So let's go and create this relationship in our ER diagram. Let's select many-to-many relationship. First select GRN table and then the product table. Here we have our GRN has product table. So let's go back. Here we have our third question as, what is the database relationship between product table and stock table? Write it down in the ER diagram. Here we have our two tables as product table and stock table. One product can have one stock and one stock can have multiple products. So it's a one-to-many relationship. We can show that relationship like this. So product side is going to be the many side. So let's go into our ER diagram. So let's select one-to-many relationship. Let's select product is going to be the many side and the stock, the other one. So here we have our relationship between product table and stock table. So let's go back. Here we have our fourth question. It says, what is the database relationship between product table and customer table? Here we have our two tables as product table and customer table. One product can have multiple customers and one customer can have multiple products. So it's going to be a many-to-many relationship. We can show that relationship like this. Since a database cannot have a many-to-many relationship, it's going to convert into a one-to-many relationship, and the new table will be added between these two tables. So the product table and product has customer table have a one-to-many relationship, and customer and product has customer table has one-to-many relationship. Let's go into our ER diagram and create this relationship. Let's select many-to-many relationship. Okay, then let's select product table and then the customer table. Here we have our many-to-many relationship, and here we have our newly created table as product has customer. So let's go back. And we can also rename this product as customer table as the invoice table. We can double click on this table and we can change this name into invoice. So let's go back. Here we have our fifth question as, what is the database relationship between the product table and invoice table? Write it down in the ER diagram. Here we have our previously founded relationship, and here we have our invoice table, and we can also call it as the product has customer table. So in this question it only asks relationship between product table and invoice table. So we can say it's a one-to-many relationship. In the sixth question, it's asked, what is the database relationship between customer and invoice table? Write it down in the ER diagram. Here we have our fourth question answer. In here we have our invoice table. Since it's only asked customer table and invoice table, we can remove product table for now. Here we have our invoice table and customer table. As you can see, it's a one-to-many relationship. So guys, that's all for today. In the next video, let's discuss question set number 16. Until then, have a nice day.